Welcome back, penny pinchers. We're over at the cow herd now, checking the ladies out. And if you guys have noticed, we are missing somebody. The Charolais cow, the white cow, the one that we thought was having a baby, she ended up slipping it. She ended up slipping the calf, which means basically it was born dead, is what it means. We never did find the calf, never seen buzzards fly or anything like that. But anyway, we ended up getting rid of her because generally from what we've seen here on our farm, if they do it once, they'll do it twice. And guys, I just tell you, that was a hard cow to get rid of, because she was our lead cow when we moved these animals. She was the first one to change paddocks. It was this heifer right here's mom. She, ever since we've had her for the last 4 or 5 years, she was always the first cow to have a calf. And she was just got, no offense, ladies, but if I had to rank them, she would have been number one. But guys, you have to, if we preach it all the time, we got to live by it. If we got a cow that's not making you money, you got to get rid of her. So guys, with that being said, with her doing what she done this year, there's a very good possibility it was going to happen again. Very good possibility that she might have potential trouble to rebreed, get bred again at the next breeding cycle. So we took advantage of the high cattle markets and we went and sold her, guys. So, and we took her, we got a local buyer here around town, so we sold her to slaughter, so she wasn't going to nobody's house to be somebody else's misfortune, guys. So that's another we're talking a whole lot about etiquette today. If you watch the video about the heifers, about buying etiquette, there's something to be said for selling etiquette too, guys. I mean, it may cost you on this particular animal. I'm sure, I mean, she was good. She looked good, guys. I mean, you guys remember what she looked like. She looked fine. I mean, we could have advertised her on Facebook or something, and probably could have got $1,100 or $1,200 out of her, guys. Just selling her as an open cow, and and advertise her, market her, to breed her to the bull of your choice, guys. And right here you go. Here's a cherry, one of those advertisements. But no, guys, there's a reason we're selling her, and we don't want that misfortune or bad luck to go to somebody else's farm. And that's, guys, I mean, that's the risk you take when you go to the sale barn, guys. I mean, if they run a cow through there that's young and looks good, she's good and fat, guys, the reason is not always that the farmer was in financial stress and just so happened to pick the best animal out of the field to sell. That is normally not the case. There's normally some problem. We'll put it that way. There's it could be like us. She slipped a calf. She won't breed. Or she's crazy. She'll kill you if you couldn't walk around her in the field like this. So guys, just be aware of that if you're at the sale barn buying cows, especially in this high cattle market. Be aware, guys, if you're buying open cows, if you're buying weigh cows that they're selling by the pound, just be aware of what you're buying. That could potentially turn into you could potentially be bringing somebody else's problem to your house and paying a high price premium for it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we intentionally, that may sound cruel to some people, but we go off the biblical principle here, and that's what cows was put on the face of this earth to do, and that was to feed us humans. So we made sure that she went to the right place and wasn't going to be mismanaged at somebody else's farm. We'll put it that way. But guys, these cows, as Granny used to say, they're looking pretty lousy. In the spring of the year, these cows are trying to lose their winter hair coat. They're rubbing it off. They're rubbing on trees. This cow right here is a perfect example. I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera very good, but right here on her neck, you can see it's just kind of bare where she's rubbed her neck and got the hair off of it. And they're all, for the most part, like that, guys. But you take a few days of warm weather, when it gets up in the 70s and 80s, like this calf right here, he's a wild looking little feller because he's got a lot of winter hair on him, and too, he might could use a good worming. It wouldn't hurt him. That's something that we don't do here typically unless we have to, simply because we rotate our cows, and if you rotate your animals pretty regularly, there's no way for them to get worms. They get worms by digging around in their own feces. So, but not dogging that either. That's not trying to get on nobody's case with that. But like I say, it wouldn't hurt that baby to have a little shot of a wormer or the other one. But it is what it is. Here's one of our heifers. Just judging by her south quarters, she could be possibly getting close to calving here pretty quick. She's slicking off pretty good, guys. She looks good. She looks good. Here's one of her older cows. She's a good mommy. She's a good mommy. She's old. She's probably, I can't tell you for 100% certainty, she's at least 10. She could be 12 or 14, honestly. She's just old. You can tell by looking at her. Just a long swayed back, just a long nose. She's just an old cow that has made us some money. She truly has. She's been a great cow. So she's gonna hopefully have us a black white-headed baby here in the next couple of weeks. She's not, well, she might be beginning to show a little bit. She might be beginning to show a little bit. Yes, buddy. So I would say any time now, but I've said that, guys, for the last 3 weeks, I know. So pardon me. But we turned the bull in June, so I mean literally any time. We've got this cow, the heifers, this cow right here, the heifer right here. She could calve any time. This cow right here could calve literally any time. I'm assuming she'll be the next one just because her udder's filled up so big. She could go anytime. And this heifer right here could go anytime. But guys, up there, I'm gonna try to get a video over before I leave. We got one up there that had a calf. We got our first live calf on the ground. I think it's 3 or 4 days old. I personally have not seen it face to face. I've seen the video of it that Dad sent, but when I come by, it wouldn't wither, so she's got it hid, and it's hid across our perimeter fence, which is not much. It's a 2-strand, so that's kind of a good thing about that. If it has got over there, it can get back in with mama, so I'm not too terribly worried about it. I would like to lay eyes on it. I'm gonna get up there and see if I can find it, and if I can, I will definitely make a video of it. But guys, the herd's lightening up. It's lightening up. So, I mean, that's a good thing and a bad thing. The cattle market's really good right now, so perfect scenario, a man would have several that he needed to sell right now and could make him some money. But that's all right too, that we don't. We may unload the heifers, we may sell them. But the good thing about being an understock, guys, going into spring, you can let that spring grass get a really good jump start. You're not doing yourself no favors, guys, by overgrazing right off the bat. And that's what you're doing, guys, if you're not rotational grazing, giving your pastures, your paddocks time to rest and grow. You're putting yourself behind the 8 ball from the very beginning. So guys, if you're thinking about getting into this rotational grazing business, guys, try it. Right now is the time. Right now is the time. Get you some electric on your farm and put you some paddocks out there, guys. It's time. Right now is the time to start rotating. So guys, this is Penny Pitcher Farm. Everybody have a great day. Everybody be inspired. Regenerative ag is the way to go. Rotational grazing is the way to go, guys. It's better for your cows. It's better for your pocketbook. Everybody have a great day. Have a great week. We're going to let the grass grow and give God all the glory.